Hi guys, it's now time for the Handlock video I have promised to do. So here I will explain all the cards choices and play one game in the ladder. As you see, I just got the golden warlock, which looks kinda sweet, mostly by playing Handlock, not so. So here we see my cards. So Soulfire, it's pretty basic pick. 0 mana, very effective. Can kill many good targets like Azure Drakes and Hunter, Animal Companions, you know, all the basic things. Only bad thing about this card is it sometimes discards the important cards that I need for the win. But I think it's good anyway. Mortal Coil, really good in this current meta. So many 1 minion drops and tokens. And this also allows me to draw a card. So it's really useful against hunters and other classes too, because I cannot do 1 damage easily without this. Ancient Watcher, I personally like this card very much because it can be taunted very easily with like Sunfury Protector, and it's also really good if you want to Shadow Flame. It's like Flame Strike with 2 cards, and also I can silence it if I need to kill something or even kill the opponent. So I think this is really important here. Silence is really good also in this meta. So many death rattle minions and other things that need to be silenced. So even some big threats like Tyrion. Taunt, it's basically the handlock thing. You have to taunt things so you don't die. And this is really good taunt with only 2 mana. Usually I can even proc freezing traps with the Sunfury Protector after playing Giants, so I can replay this, and the freezing trap is almost useless. Healing is always needed. The hunter is killing you with steady shot, and mages are burning you without extra heals kinda easily, so I get basically 6 points of health with these cards, and also decent body that can even trade. Hellfire, this is kinda risky card, but it usually pays off. It can clear like most of the board from Zoo and Hunter and even Shaman with the totems. And it helps you to play the Molten Giants also, so I like this card. Kinda nice board vibe. I target about Shadow Flame with the Ancient Watcher earlier, and I think Shadow Flame is really good. You can use it with Molten Giants for only 4 mana if you are like 10 HP or lower, and it wipes everything basically. Think this is really good board vibe. Sometimes it's hard to pull off if you don't have any good minions to go with it, but if you are in like bad spot, you can even use it on Iron P Goal or something cheap to kill most of the minions. Argus is just better taunt than Sunfury, but also takes more mana. It's really good to buff minions out of range for enemy minions, and also just give taunts to giants. Twilight Drake, if you pull this off without your opponent having silence, you're in very good spot. With like 10 health, it's really hard to clear, but sometimes it kinda blows because you get killed. Your Twilight Ray gets killed by Earthshock, which is like 1 mana, and usually they have the silence, but most of the time they don't have the second silence, so at least 1 Twilight Ray usually clears some stuff, and it's good to taunt this up. So I like this card. Loatheb, almost every deck plays this now. It basically prevents so many lethals, and also your opponent cannot really board clear if you play this at the right time. So I usually use this to prevent opponent from having lethal on me, or if I want to push some damage and maybe kill him. Sludge-Peltzer. Basically everyone plays this card also now. It can take even 3 hits from opponent to clear this, so it really can protect some of your minions and yourself. So I think this is really good pick here. Siphon Soul. So basically destroys any minion. Really good against some big threats like Auto Giants and Legendaries. I think you cannot cut this card if you are playing Handlock. Also the 3 heal is useful sometimes, especially against hunters, it's really good. So I like this card. The Black Knight. I'm not too convinced about this at the moment. I might swap it for the Sylvanas again, but sometimes it can hit some really good targets. At least almost in every game it can hit the Sludge-Peltzer, which kills more than half of it. So I think this is decent pick, but I think it's replaceable. I have to say that. So, Lord Saraxos. I think this is also really good in this current meta. I'm mostly using this for to heal myself against hunters and other aggro decks, because if you can pull this off with like 1 HP and go to 15 HP, you basically win the game. Sometimes it's just hard to pull this off, because you basically need 2 turns to make infernals and maybe taunt them up and use Shadow Flame and things. So it can backfire sometimes. And you also want to play the Molten Giants before using it, because those are kinda unplayable if you try to play them after playing Jaraxxus. And the Giants are really the main threats of this deck. Mountain Giant, really strong card. You mainly want to have this in like your opening hand, not against hunters because too slow, but like against control decks. You can play usually this at like turn 4, and with life tap you can make them pretty cheap. So Mountain Giant is really needed in this deck. Can Alvo, if your opponent doesn't have answer for it, you can almost win the game with only Mountain Giants. And I like the Molten Giants even more. The same stats, but the different mechanism to play them. So Mountain Giant is played when you have like many cards in hand and cost 1 less for each other card in your hand. But Molten Giant is dependent on your HP. So if you're like at 10 HP, you can play them for free, which is really awesome. And if you get 2 Molten Giants or even 1 taunted against aggro, you usually win the game. So I think Molten Giants are needed in this deck. One of the best cards here. Can it be used for Shadow Flame, and usually you can play them against, you can play this free. And usually even if you don't have them, the opponent plays around them, so it gives you kind of advantage, because they don't want you to get too low on HP. So really good card. So here you can see my handlock if you wish to use it. I think it's pretty hard to play at the beginning, but it's really good when you learn it. And I think this is kind of skill deck. You can basically win every other deck with the handlock, but sometimes it's tough if you don't get the right cards, as it's for every deck. And Hunter is pretty hard, but if you can get the Molten Giants against Hunter, you are in very good spot. Just try to get your HP as high as possible. So now I'm going to bet play one ladder game and see how it works. So we are up against the Hunter, which is probably the hardest matchup for me. So the mulligan phase is really important here. I think I want to keep the Soulfire, because it can clear some early threats. I'm not too sure about the Hellfire. Sometimes it's really good here, but sometimes it's not. I think I'm keeping the Ancient Watcher for the taunt and even silence. Getting the Hellfire out. I would like to get like Earthen Ring or Drake or Silence, but I'm keeping two of these. Okay, so I didn't really want that, but I hope it will do just fine. At least we got the Drake. Think we can play it. So from here on I try to explain every play I make. I could Soulfire that, but I think it's not necessary yet. Let's see if he pulls up some more Death Rattle minions. So I'm life tapping here to see what I get. No point playing this really now without silence or anything. Okay, so Molten Giant, really good against Hunter. Let's see. Okay. Now I still don't really want to Soulfire. But I guess I can play the Watcher now. Or maybe I can steal it. I'm still tapping here. So I have 3 taunts. I just hope I can discard some of these. Let's see what the Soulfire decides. Okay, that's not too bad. Think I'm in pretty good spot at the moment. I can play Drake now. And I have the Molten Giant here waiting for to be played. So this is pretty easy turn. Of course it's Drake for 4 mana. Hard to play later. So Drake. Just hope he doesn't have Silence or Hunter's Mark. Next turn I might play even Ancient Watch. Okay. Yeah. That's why the Hunters are so hard to win as Handlock. Because they have like Hunter's Mark and Silence. And everything. Second Drake, nice. Playing that. I don't want to tap too much on this matchup. Because if I tap and he steady shots, I'm getting like 4 damage on me every turn. Which is not too good. Okay. This turn is pretty good, I think. I can play Ancient Watcher, then Taunt August, Taunt with Argus, and then I can even kill half of this with the Drake. So not needed to tap here. I can play the Giant soon. I just wish to get some heals in the couple of next turns. Let's see. So let's do like this. I have kind of strong board now. Not easy for him to clear. He might use like kill command on this. He already used 1 Hunter's Mark, so it's really good. High main. Not too bad. Still not needed to tap here. Think I have to kill this one. It's a big threat. So the play is here to play another taunt. Then silence the high main. Kill this one. And then I can even kill this one. So I'm in a really good spot now with the taunts. Just wish to get the heals. Unleash the Hounds isn't even too bad here. He gets 4 Hounds, but still hard to kill this. Next turn we might play Molten Giant. Let's see what he does. Just wish to get the heals, because the kill command can go through the taunts, which makes my job pretty hard. This is one of the hardest matchup in this game, I think. But he didn't get too fast start, so it makes the play the game much easier for me. I don't really respect the hunters. I think hunters doesn't need too much skill, but everyone can play the deck they want. It's been really hard for me to pull legend in this season because of the hunter, and I don't want to play hunter. I like to play the warlock really much. So no play. Did he give up or something? Okay. It's fine for me. Let's just play the giant and finish him. So here is basically the way you can win the hunters. You just play enough taunts, and guess he got like frustrated or something. It's okay for me. Let's just finish him off. I only got like half of the game for this video now, but I think you saw how the matchup goes. I had really good cards, but still. So I can kill him with silencing this and soulfire. Yay. GG Hunter. So I think you get the understanding how this deck works. I think I will make one more video about the Handlock later if I face like some control matchup. It's more interesting than the Hunter one, but it's usually pretty tough matchup against Hunters. So I have played this game kinda a lot, as you can see from the wins. And I'm practicing every deck all the time, so if you wish me to play some deck you like, I can make video about that. So please comment this video and send me some ideas so I can make them for you. Thanks for watching.